What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since my last video and I do apologize for that. I was in a mad scramble trying to get the FD ready for Grid Life in Atlanta. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend due to personal reasons, but anyways, we're back and today we're gonna focus on the EVO. I know I kind of left you guys hanging with the FP71 HTA install. The reason being that I did have a project that I basically had to get to the office every single day. And I couldn't really work on this thing while dependent on it to be my daily. But anyways, that project's over. Situation's completely different. So we could get back to work on this thing with a dyno being a high priority to see what kind of numbers this thing puts out. Anyways, being a daily, this thing has kind of gone neglected. So today we're gonna be doing an oil change. As you'll see, that the headlights look like crap, extremely cloudy. So today we'll be also focused on making those look like new. But let's do a quick walk around and then get started. All right, well this is what Atlanta roads will do to your car. The RA lip got torn off and caused the bumper to flex, which is why some of the paint is starting to peel, which is really unfortunate, but that basically means we'll need a respray in the near future of this bumper. One of the main areas I want to address are these headlights. They look like complete crap, completely clouded. So we'll start off by removing the bumper so we can access the headlights. Alright, now we'll remove the 4 bolts that are holding each headlight onto the car. Remove them and disconnect the electrical connectors. Headlights are off. That wasn't too bad. All right, now we'll raise the car so that we could drain the oil. I like how on the EVO the drain for the oil pan and the oil filter are right next to each other, so you could quickly drain both of them at the same time. But we're gonna start by cracking this 17 mil drain bolt. Then we'll get our pan ready. Then we'll reinstall our drain plug. And after putting some fresh oil on the seal, we'll just tighten this in place. Alright, so we're done down here. We're gonna lower the car and then fill it up with some fresh oil. The oil I'm going with is Royal Purple 10W30. Okay, oil level looks good. Now I can move on to the headlights. And here are the headlights. As you can see, that UV protection layer is completely gone. That's why they're extremely clouded. So what we're gonna do is basically sand this down to get underneath all of that. So I'm gonna go through this step by step so that you could also restore your headlights to almost new condition. Here are all the products that we're gonna be using today. So we have some rags, we have a respirator for this 2K Clearcoat. This releases some pretty nasty stuff. Not to mention the sanding as well, so you're gonna want a good respirator. We have a sander, some prep spray so that we could degrease everything, a bottle of water, it's going to be wet sanding, and then some assorted sanding discs. So we're going from 800 to 1200 to 1500 to 2000, and then we'll lay our 2K clear coat. Alright, so like I said before, we're going to start with 800 grit sandpaper, and I'm using a random orbit sander, but you can do this by hand. You just want to make sure that you're going to fill all of the scratches on your subsequent passes. So if you're starting in this vertical direction, you're going to want to go horizontal on your next pass. But with this, I'm not going to worry about that. And this is a Velcro based pad. We're going to want to keep our surface wet during the sanding process. So let's get to it. Alright, at this point we have our headlights fully sanded, and you'll want this uniform cloudy finish. Don't worry, it'll get nice and shiny once we hit it with our clear. But like I said before, this is some pretty nasty stuff, so you'll want a respirator as well as some eye protection. The way that this works is we'll shake this for 2 minutes, and then take off this right here, and then press this applicator right here, and then shake it again for another 2 minutes, and that's going to make sure everything is nice and mixed. And once we do activate this can, it is only good for 48 hours. So we'll want to make sure we're doing all of our coats before then. I'm going to spray 3 coats on each headlight, and I'm going to wait about 15 minutes between coats, and then after that we'll wait a few hours before we put this back on the car. And before you start laying down your clear, you're going to want to make sure your surface is completely clean. So you're going to want to degrease it, especially if you handled it with your hands. But only after that can you start spraying. Alright, so as you can see, that first coat of clear made a dramatic difference. It's already looking a lot better. So it's been 15 minutes, so we're going to shake the can again and then apply another coat. And then we'll follow that up with another coat 15 minutes later. Alright guys, well these things are looking good. They've been drying for a few hours now, so I think I'm going to throw them back on. One thing to note is there is going to be a little orange peel just with any type of paint finish, and you can buff that out with 2500 up to 3000 grit sandpaper, but you will want to wait until these cure for a few weeks, and only after that will you be able to add some sort of polishing compound if you want to smooth it out even more. But these things look awesome. Let's get them on the car.
Everything you know is in your mind.
And there we have it, guys. The refinished headlights look so much better. Let's do a quick cut of the before so you guys can see how much better these look. It's so nice to be able to work on the EVO again, even if it's just simple maintenance like an oil change and refinishing those headlights. But press that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and leave a comment letting me know how you think they turned out, good or bad. Hopefully it'll help you with your headlights regardless of what model you're driving. Like I said earlier, I am going to make it a high priority to get this thing on the dyno, see what kind of numbers it puts out. I'm really excited to be able to work on it again and bring you guys some more EVO content. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.